on, man? Okay, we got you on? Okay, we got him. I think we're good now.
All right, we are on.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
You sound great, and we're live.
And we are on right now with Dave Martel, founder of the Mad American Network. And captain. I like that.
I like captain. I like that. Yeah, that's
except for what was the one after Voyager? Enterprise.
Enterprise. Bakula. Bakula was a terrible captain. Yeah, I agree.
Sure was. So anyway, Dave, what are your thoughts on? We'll just get right into it. What are your thoughts on Trump pulling DACA out, pulling the plug?
I love it. You see, DACA. What was it called? The deference of childhood. What is it? Deferred action for childhood arrivals or some shit like that, right?
I believe that's it. Yes.
Deferred action for childhood arrivals.
Yeah. Pretty much what it does is it allows people that come in that are supposedly minors, which the biggest problem was most of them are not. You know, you got a guy with a full beard, and he's balding. He's I'm 12. And he would come in and they would say, you can be a citizen for a while, and we're going to give you a work visa. Now, what the whole stick behind the DACA stuff was that they were bringing in these, they call them dreamers. That's what, comedies always do that. They have to disguise everything to make it sound nice. Oh, they're dreamers. So they bring in these dreamers.
Like water defenders.
Yeah. And these are our new scientists and engineers, and they're going to build a new tomorrow. But really, they're just uneducated people with no, vaccinations, going across the border as supposed minors, and they're giving them visas to work in, supposedly technology jobs and stuff that we supposedly need, which, whatever. But what was happening was, I think they're H-1 visas or something like that. I forget what they're called. But they're giving them these visas, and instead of going into the technology jobs, obviously they were going into the basic labor entry-level jobs, which was dicking over Americans. So long story short, I absolutely love ripping up DACA, throwing it on the ground, and pissing on it while Obama cries.
Oh, it's great. I wish we'd gotten the repeal Obamacare thing, because we would have just been 2 for 2, but I'll take the DACA thing for right now. But I to agree with Dave's point, and that's what I brought up earlier, the fucking guys, the people that are in the DACA program, they all look like you ever watch the World Series of Little League, and it's like there's always that one player who's got like a full beard and he's 6'2", and he has a driver's license, and they're like, wait, it's supposed to be 7th graders playing baseball. What the fuck is this shit? And that's kind of what DACA became. It just became this way for guys to come over, work the system, and fucking, and it's just another layer of horse shit giveaways. Yep. And the worst part is, it's like, you can argue against welfare and food stamps, whatever the fuck, fine. But you're talking about a layer of unneeded bureaucracy and logistics and money and resources spent on people who aren't even fucking American. But it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But they're dreamers, remember.
I don't give a fuck. They can go dream in Mexico and go earn a living there.
Now, can I ask a question?
Go make your own country better.
Are they dreamers because they usually sleep under trees and big sombreros? Is that why they're dreamers? I'm allowed to say that because I'm Hispanic. See, we have that card I could play at all times. And yes, it's true. Sometimes after I mow a lawn, I want to take a nap.
I can't wait to join DACA homes. The only thing I'm dreaming about is SNAP benefits. Hey, fucking, I'm done. I'm so, every time Trump takes away a piece of candy, they freak out, and I love it. And I love it because it's just, it's shit. We have been subjected to 16 years of shitty parenting. And finally somebody's just like, no, you're not getting it. I'm sorry. That this isn't sustainable. But what about our dreamers? Fucking piece of shit. And you know what? The right is guilty of it too, though. I mean, like the right is guilty of trying to pass like they'll try to pass a law that just completely guts any safety nets and like guts like minimum wage, and then they'll write something like, we're calling it the Worker Protection of 2017 Act, and you're like, no, it's not. You're just fucking people over. Like it started about like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, when they started giving bills these really charming sounding names, and it was always like the Protect America's Water Act, but then there's always like a fucking footnote in the bill where they're like, we're also just gonna give $600 million to Saudi Arabia. You're like, what's that have to do with water? So I'm glad that, like,
Yeah,
you know,
we're gonna let medical waste companies come and dump dirty syringes in the water while we all stand around and dump sludge and jerk off into the fucking rivers.
yeah, and then you ask your senator, well, you called it the Clean Water Act. Why are you dumping toxic waste? And their response like, oh, you should have seen all the toxic waste they wanted to dump. We actually saved you guys a fortune. Like, what? Like, there's three-eyed fish, okay? And dude, I literally was healthy my whole life, and I have leukemia a week later. Like, tell me what is going on right now. Christ. But yeah, the left is way more insidious.
These Marxists, they're just, this is part of their goal. You see, this is something that I talk about all the time on my show. They want to change the demographic of America because the current majority demographic, i.e. white people, don't vote in the favor of big, giant government. The overwhelming majority of middle America want to be left the hell alone. They don't want programs. They don't want taxed to death. They just want to be left alone to do their own thing. So what is democracy? Democracy is mob rule. That's why they all hate the Electoral College, because it's the last strand of republic that we have, and they want to go to the popular vote and have everybody ran roughshod over by the majority. So they want to change the majority. Democracy is mob rule. How do you change the rule? You change the mob. How do you change the mob? You open up the floodgates and let people who vote for bigger government come in and breed like wildfire and eventually overcome the demographic majority. It's all about power. Now, DACA. This is what's crazy about DACA. You see, I don't really get into too much, really party stuff because I hate, the two main parties are both, cucks. But anyway, the Democrats, what they've been doing for years, it's the same thing that they did with the city bosses back in the 30s and 40s. They bring immigrants in, they give them sanctuary, they give them free housing, free everything, and in exchange they say, okay, well, you vote for me. In fact, some of my family came from Italy, and they landed in Philadelphia. And what happened was, when they first came over, they didn't really speak any English. The Democrats, the city bosses, went to them and said, hey, we'll give you good paying jobs. Hey, you can live in this tenement building for free. Hey, just do this and do that. And then, every once in a while, they come knock on their doors, pull them out of their apartments and say, all right, guys, bring cousin Giuseppe and bring cousin Tony, bring our family and come vote Democrats so we can further empower ourselves.
Yeah,
I love that you went with my cousin is just happy. A boppity boopy.
But it's funny.
But at least those guys coming over in the fucking 20s and 30s, they did masonry, they did stonework. They weren't just selling bags of oranges or weed or opening up barber shops that we don't need. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking, come on.
It's funny how phony it is, and they show it all the time. Like, a perfect example is, no, welcome the immigrants. We have to help them, the huddled masses. But then one of the last things Obama does when he leaves is he takes away the dry land policy for Cubans. Like me, I'm Cuban. My family's Cuban. But why would you do that? You're welcoming all immigrants. Well, because 85% of Cubans vote conservative. So it's like, we want you here because, of course, when you live under socialist rule, that's why I always tell people, it's like, good luck selling socialism to a Cuban, It's never going to work,
Yeah, it's way harder to get socialism passed in a country that's tasted it in the last 2 generations.
Right, exactly.
They're like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We've been down that road. But we have been this colonial, we've been this empire, this fucking powerful republic for so long that these fucking morons are just listening to what their stupid Marxist professors are telling them, but they've never tasted it. They've never left the country. They think that the shit going on in Venezuela is fake news. They're fucking idiots. They don't realize there's pictures of kids with the entire coffee table covered in Venezuelan bolivar that is worthless. Venezuelan bolivar is worth less than World of Warcraft currency. Look that up. That is true.
Can I ask a quick question? Can Bernie still win, though?
Can Bernie still win, though, is what I want to know. Can we get to the bottom of this? Josh Z, if you're listening, any of the guys, find that out.
Yeah, let us know if he could win that.
There's still articles from like The Guardian every once in a while. A little known rule in the Library of Congress has been revealed that Bernie can he though?
No,
can he?
Can't. He can't.
Oh my God.
100%. By the way, my favorite
Can
is
the Falcons still win the last Super Bowl? Enough.
No, they can't.
Yeah. the sun has exploded and the entire Milky Way galaxy is completely obliterated. Here's how Bernie can still win.
It's just retarded. These people, it's like, it's so weird, dude, because honestly, I work at a strip club. And I work at what could be best described as an urban strip club. So I'm like one of 3 white people that works there. And it's just like these guys have been working with on and off at different clubs for years. I love my job. I love the people I work with. But they are so fucking liberal. Like, we're talking guys that get news from World Star Hip Hop.
Oh, that's
these
good.
motherfuckers. It's so hard to try to break through to somebody, and it's like dealing with a mentally ill person. You go, dude, the sky is fucking blue, and they're like, no, it's not. You're crazy. That is fake. You are lying. You have an agenda. No, I don't have. My only agenda is to not see my country burn down in my generation. That's my only agenda. That's it. Not let a bunch of Muslims drive their trucks over everybody's in fucking malls across America.
You bigot.
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, you're a bigot.
I'm not racist. I'm not racist against other Americans. I'm just racist against foreigners. Is that wrong? Entire societies have been built on that. It's literally being racist against foreigners is no different than rooting for your home team in football. It's like being a Dolphins fan. Yeah, fuck the Jets. Yeah, fuck them. I hope their plane crashes on the way to the game. No, you don't really hope they die. It's in our nature to be tribal and go, look, I'm only worried about America. And yeah, even I would rather help people here. Like there are some pretty scummy people out there that with the right rehab and help and with the right programs, they'd get help. And it's like, we're worried about fucking DACA? We're worried about a bunch of people that aren't our problem. Like, no offense, but Canada does not let us into their hospitals and just pay for everything. It's not how it works.
Well, Canada now, Prime Minister Sexy says they have an irregular immigrant problem. So they won't say illegal.
Yeah, he probably has irregular bowel movements, too, from all that dick he takes in the ass.
All right, you know what? That's alleged,
asshole.
number one. And also, just because he might be Fidel Castro's son doesn't mean we should bring it up every chance we get.
Might be. I am calling it. I want a DNA test. There's still dude, go get Raul's blood. He's still fucking around.
Yeah, he is.
And they'll get like a 70% match, and I'll be like, I fucking told you. There's a reason why he was a boxer when he was younger. Because Latinos love hitting people.
As a Latino, as a Hispanic, I will say that is a 100% true fact. I can vouch for that. I mean, you know, we basically deal with things the way the Iron Island does, you know?
So I just want to ask, Dave, tell our listeners like about your program, your network, where they can find you, all that good stuff. Because we're actually getting hits lately, so
yeah, it's crazy.
People will actually hear you promote.
Every
this.
once in a while,
it's nice to know that
when you
know?
say something different than what everyone else is saying, people listen.
Well, Mad America Network is a project that's been going on for almost 2 years now. If you want to find me, I'm at MadAmericanNetwork.com. You can also find me at Facebook.com/MadAmericanNetwork. Follow me on Twitter at MadAmericanNet. We are essentially we are obnoxious, over the top, like right-wing infotainment. You know, really what I do is I get on the horn and I hoot and holler, and I take my opinions about more nuanced, complex political theory, philosophy, what's going on in the news, conspiracy theories, whatever, and then I mix it all in together with a bunch of dick jokes and crass, obnoxious comedy, and we just have a good old time and try to make people laugh and try to learn a little bit of something. And we have a few different podcasters and content creators on the Mad American Network. We have Brian Ramsey, Global Dissident Voices. We have Brian Keppel from Common Sense Podcast. We have quite a few guys floating around there that are contributors. We have several writers, and they're all great. They're all brilliant in their own way. You know, I'm so blessed to have such an awesome crew of dudes working for me, and I barely ever pay them, so they're pretty much my slaves. Except they don't let me spit on them or make love to their wives or anything yet. Anyways, but
you just got to finesse.
Network, you go check us out. Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just saying, you just got to finesse them a little bit. You can do it, though. You should hire Trudeau. You should hire Trudeau. He'll let you fuck his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I thought
Bubba.
that was like the deal. If you got a passport to go to Canada, you automatically, as soon as you cross the border, just right into Mrs. Trudeau's vagina.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you ever seen like a TSA checkpoint line,
Yeah.
that's pretty gross.
Just like a train going on Mrs. Trudeau.
Oh, let's see. Now I feel bad about Mrs. Trudeau. Is she cute?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. Oh, I know. All I know is how many sit-ups Trudeau could do.
Is she as much of a piece of ace as Sarah Huckabee Sanders? I think that's my new crush.
Sarah?
I want to get a piece of her, man. I like her. Hey, listen, Sarah Huckabee, if you're listening, and I know you are, because let's be real here, everybody's listening. Sarah, come on, hook me up. Give me a call. It's Mersh on @Mersh on Twitter.
Oh,
you know how to
easy
find
to
me
find.
there.
Easy to find.
You can tell it's me because I don't have a blue check mark, despite being on the site from like the first month it was created on.
Well, neither does Jordan Peterson, and you know, they kind of have an agenda.
And he's only running for Senate. Who's that fucking jerk off? So what is your direct website address so everybody out there can turn off our show? Go over there. Is that not a good marketing plan?
If you want to leave this right now and go check out my content, you can go to MadAmericanNetwork.com. Like it's just everything. If you can just Google Mad American Network and just find, we're all over the place, man. We're obnoxious. We're like, we're a disease.
All right, well, and we also, I could full disclosure, I'm going to let people know that, of course, Mr. Martel and myself were, discussing a possibility of partnering up in the future and maybe doing some stuff together. Now, let's talk demands.
Oh, this is great. Okay.
Because
I need dates specifically imported from
Jordan.
For Jordan.
We only eat Jordanian dates.
It's very important.
And you have to actually get them from an exclusive importer out of it's weird because they're Jordanian dates, but you have to buy them in Lebanon. Yeah. I don't know, it's weird, the fucking rules or whatever at customs, but they have to be Jordanian dates. We will check. Yeah. Also, what is your plane situation looking like? Are we talking a G4 or a G5?
Listen,
where are we at with the plane?
I'll slum it on a G4 if I have to.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not,
but,
if I'm being honest.
We're just talking. These are reasonable demands, and I'm sure we can meet in the middle somewhere. Also, we do require $250,000 a year each. And also a no-show job for my cousin.
Oh, and that money has to be paid exclusively in Bitcoins.
Absolutely. So that means you're going to pay us 0.001 Bitcoin a day because of Jesus Christ.
Or 100,000 World of Warcraft dollars.
A couple of good hardy tug jobs. You guys never see me, but in person, my hands, it's just like a cherub's butthole. They're just like so soft and elegant.
Oh, like a Saudi prince? Oh, it's like, oh man, ask Steve Bannon how silky smooth those Saudi hands are. Like they never do a day of work.
One of the bad guys from Taken.
Yeah, seriously. Once in a while, they got prune fingers from finger banging one of their, whatever they are, concubines.
I think slaves is the best term.
Slaves is probably the best term. Oh shit! But yeah, Dave's a hoot, and his network is a hoot, and you guys really need to check it out. So the Mad American Network. I already followed you guys on Twitter and Facebook. Are you guys on, do you fucking around with any of these other sites like Gab or Mind or any of that bullshit?
I have a Gab AI, but, it's pretty cool, but it's essentially like shitty, edgy Twitter. Like it's like Twitter with more Hitler memes and just less functionality. Yeah,
it is like seriously like they had a meeting one day at some tech firm and they're like, "All right, we're developing this new app, right? Think Twitter, except way more anti-Semitic."
Okay, so like Twitter 2009.
Like, imagine if exactly, basically.
Twitter 2009.
Remember when Twitter was at its peak? I mean, everybody was just on there hating Jews all willy-nilly. We want to bring that greatness back. It literally is. It's kind of a cesspool. I mean, I donated money.
Twitter hate Jews again.
And by the way, they're filtering out a certain element because they charge you to get verified.
Oh, man, it's so true. I haven't seen a single rapper on Gab. Yo, check out my SoundCloud. Oh, man, it's going to cost $1.50 to get verified.
Yeah, no, forget that. Check out my Dropbox.
Oh God, dude, you would honestly. That's a great market. If there's any rappers out there that have failed for years, specifically white rappers, if you failed for years and you're not getting anywhere, just flip the format, dude. Go full fash and just go on Gab and just sing rap songs about how much you just. I guess that would be ironic, just singing rap songs about how you hate minorities. I guess it would be a little awkward.
Speaking of rap songs that hate minorities, we'll be going to the Juggalo March September 16th to talk to some wonderful people.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. What are you doing on the 16th, man?
Are you coming in D.C. to come show?
Come out,
come
man.
out to D.C., dude. Come and party.
Represent, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, I would not. There's juggalos. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna get raped or like because those guys are just like they're like the hills have eyes. They just like slither out from their subterranean layers, grotesque and inbred. Like they're just the type of people that just freak me out. So I don't know if I'm gonna be attending that one.
Yeah, but juggalos are about as healthy as Antifa people. Like really, and it's like point. You know what I mean. And it's like they act tough with their clown makeup, but I guarantee you smash one juggalo right in the fucking bridge of his nose, and the other ones they see blood. That's the end of it. It's not going to be any fucking juggalo revenge. They're going to fucking scatter like roaches.
On the upside, you could fit a bunch of them in one car, so getting there will be easy.
I just figured you want to go down there, man. They're going to have the fucking Patriot Unification rally, dude. That's our audience.
Yeah, Patriot Unification. You don't want to unify patriots, bro?
Yeah, dude. The last right-wing unification rally went really swimmingly.
You know, you could say it was a little challenging, but whatever.
A little challenging.
Now you guys attend the Charlottesville thing.
Oh no,
we're not crazy. Yeah, we're not retards.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Fucking serious, dude. Dude, I'm sure I've seen the mutual friends that me and Dave have.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Dave knows. Like,
yeah,
we saw the buzz going on early. We're like, I'm not going down there.
Like, no, sir.
Yeah, dude. Those people wanted blood a month before the rally. Like, people were like, we're going down there. We're gonna crack some fucking commie heads. I'm like, this is gonna go.
It looked like the Bagman seed from Django.
Yeah, seriously. That guy Matt Parrott still hasn't gotten his Facebook account back. It's just sitting there. The fucking Charlottesville thing was over a month ago. That guy's gone.
It don't matter if you can see, can the fucking challenger see? That's what a white pride rally is.
You know who went to Charlottesville because none of them have Facebooks now. Like they all literally, like their accounts are all still there.
Yeah.
So they didn't get wiped out, but they're all literally on suspension just from Charlottesville.
Check out my Gab.
Now they're on there just going. James Alex Fields, he's just misunderstood, bro. I heard some of the most like leftist sounding excuses for that violence from the right. It was gross. Like I heard a lot of people that were just like, well, you know, this is a culture war. We got to fight. I'm like, you run over a fat girl with a car? That was your big fucking master plan? That's how you're going to turn the tide of the war, you asshole?
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest here. Like, it's not that I'm really crying over that lady. She was standing in the streets. She was there protesting. You know, if you're standing in the street protesting, hooting and hollering, you get ran over. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to cry. I
get it. But, you know, like, I can't condemn Muslims for driving over people every week in shopping malls and then be like, oh, it's okay when a white guy does it. Like, I got to be consistent in my beliefs. And my beliefs are that no matter how obnoxious somebody's being, you can't just run into them, especially with such a nice car. You know what I mean? What a fucking dude. That's
the real crime here.
Do you think
got that nice car? Do
you think he'll sell the car like Zimmerman sold his gun? Auction that bitch off.
First off, it's going to have a lot of scratches on the hood because of all the Hot Topic pins.
I guarantee you Milo would buy it just to drive around. Oh, look at me. I have an excuse to run people over. I'm used to the left side of the road and a cock in me ass. Fucking piece of shit.
It's a good Milo impression, though.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. All I have to do is be snide.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyway, I guess we should gear towards our first break here.
Yeah, we should.
But I want to thank you for joining us once again. Dave Martel from the Mad American Network. Check them out, Mad American Net on Twitter. And just search Mad American Network on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and follow and subscribe the man.
God damn it.
And us too, but
yeah,
him too. All of us together.
Yes.
But yeah, I want to thank you for joining us, dude.
I'm not American Network first, and then these guys. So just make sure you have your priorities right.
Yeah, of course.
We'll take sloppy seconds.
Yeah, literally.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I have never come first, even in my own life. I'm just literally. I've been. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No. Okay. Oh well. Hey, thanks for calling in, man. We really do appreciate it. We hope to have you on again. We will definitely be subscribing to you.
Yeah, and I'll shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you a line this week. When I'm, when we're off the air and I got stuff going on. So I'm gonna hit you up, man.
All right, man.
Beautiful. Sounds good. You guys off the air now?
No. We're still on. We're gonna go to break here in a second, and we're gonna take some more calls here in a second hour.
Sounds good. All right, brother.
Stay
Thank you so much for having me on. I hope to hear from you in the future. Let's fucking make America great again. God bless, fellas.
All right,
Take
brother.
care, brother.
Later.